All right, we're Brandon's. So the stakes are showing. We put the irrigation in 2 weeks ago, and we're gonna move some pipe right here. 2 valves right here, but this is the builder how he left it. Now take away the trenches that we put in for the irrigation. This is how they left it, which is pretty shitty. But anyway, they got a patio. You can see the stakes. So we're gonna come out and we're gonna dig it down, 8 inches of gravel, 4-inch slab. Now they're doing that, but we're gonna put the gravel in and cut it out, and we're gonna stake it out, and we're gonna move the irrigation with it. So I wanted to get a video of everything beforehand. Bobcat should be here around 11. All right, Bobcat showed up, our skid steer, and a case unit. So we'll run plywood in the front, and then doors opening up. Good butt. It was open.
Very quiet.
How much gas?
What?
How much gas?
It's gas?
How much gas?
Full tank.
How many hours?
1176. 1170. It's a John Deere, not a cat.
Okay. All right. Go around. Hope you enjoyed the music. We basically had the old country western playing there. So we got a bucket of dirt in the skid steer, and my son thought that was funny. Um, Basically, we've got a bucket we put inside, and we kind of back drag it, and then we're going to start tracking it in. The house is less than a month old, and so it really hasn't packed in much, so it still needs a bit settling, I guess. When they put those steps in, they only put about an inch of gravel, and you'll see that in a minute. So the steps are actually settling, and they're going to be pulling those out and replacing them. So basically, get a bucket of dirt and for weight, and we're tracking in
with the skid steer, and you can kind of see it's like a sponge, man. It's crazy. So we track it in right there. When you get a little farther out, it's a little better, when they dug the footings and everything else. So here Bristow's putting in the main line before we're going around the new patio, and it's going pretty good. We have wires left to run through that trench itself, and then we can cover it back up. Um, and looks like you can kind of see top left right now where the gravel is like just like an inch of gravel they put down, so that's settling really bad. So basically, you can kind of see we still haven't done the right hand side for grading. We kind of got the porch area done, and then we're going to come in and take care of it from there. So we will just keep a rocking and rolling this job for you.
So right now, the Sunbelt people are out fixing the Bobcat. The hydraulic wouldn't come on. So we've gotten so far. Looks like it's about to rain, honestly. But we gotta get the T in right here. Run a line for sprinkler head go in that corner, right over here. The sprinkler head like right here in this vicinity. Just run the pipe through here because it's far enough down. We're putting a patio from that board to around that corner to here to there. It's like a 22 by 32 patio. Getting that grade done because that, like, we pulled this much dirt from just right here. So I mean, you can kind of tell that's where it was over there originally and here, but it came up to this line right here. The dirt came up to here and it was all rocky, and then it had a big hump right here. I mean, it still kind of has a hump, but we're not really too worried about that. We're trying to get this flat, and then over here it holds water, so we're probably gonna have to, I don't know what we're gonna do about this, probably scoop it and grade it out a little flat so there's no more ruts, because that's holding the water, and then spread this dirt out and increase, slowly. So this needs to be filled, I think, a little bit on the edge right here, and then we're just kind of gonna take all the rest of the dirt, because I think the patio is gonna come up to here, so that's like 1.5 foot almost that we have to fill all the way up to, and then they're just gonna have some gravel. We got delivered today. We're gonna pour some gravel right here so they can step here without it being a mud mess. And over here we got a gas line they're putting underneath. One of the sprinklers we put in. Valve box. Hopefully he figures out this Harley rake so we can get some of this clay chopped up, because it is, you can just look at it. This is just scooped up and it's just hard. So we'll get back to you.
Basically, Sunbelt came out, one of their mechanics, and said that there was something electronically wrong with the hydraulics. So they're going to bring out our machine for us. They were saying the next day, but it was supposed to rain. So they're really cool. They're going to have our company come out. So Bristow started working the bucket. This is right here on the porch area. So we're trying to grade it out nice and smooth. Kind of see he's tracking a little bit, getting all nice and smooth with it. And then also filling in the irrigation lines that we already did. But it's just, you can see the sponginess where it's just bouncing back and forth. It was crazy to watch. But anyway, he's going to grade this out, and it's kind of a difference just to see where it was kind of, nastiness, and then he comes in and grades it. So he's working it back and forth and kind of getting it's graded out as best as possible so we can start putting gravel in here in a few minutes. He's going to start running it. Um, he does a good job. I mean, 18 years old and able to run that Bobcat like well, heck, when I raised him, I used to put him to sleep on bobcats. So it was kind of funny. But it was also, we were sitting there. The client was sitting on the back porch with me, and we were just watching him, and it's just so fun to watch a bobcat run back and forth. So you can see me just kind of standing around talking to them and and watching him run, and he hates that too. It's kind of like being under the microscope with it. But um, we just kind of keep working the equipment, and they're supposed to bring the other piece out, so he's gonna this is kind of interesting that we got a 2 inch line, or that's inch and a half, and we had two um, sleeves we were putting in, and I was like, hey, let's put it on the ground. It's so spongy, he can just drive over it. So I moved the camera to show. He just drives over it, and we lift up the steps here to see if we can raise them up because they're collapsing. There's no gravel underneath there, so we get some rocks and try to throw in there and see if we can help compensate for the drop in it. which eventually the builder's coming in, they're going to tear it all out, and he's going to actually put, rather than concrete, he's going to actually do pavers.